Don't pay the collections. Stop paying these negative, nasty, erroneous, unverified collections. Why would you do that? Why would you not want to pay these negative, nasty, erroneous collection accounts? Why would you say this, Brandon? Don't be paying them collectors, Jerome, huh? So first and foremost, typically paying a collection account on your credit reports is not going to boost your credit score. I'll say that again. It will typically not boost your credit score. Paying a collection will still sit there as a negative item, holding your credit down, holding that score down. Okay. What do you do instead? Right. We're going to talk about that here as people come in. Hello. Glass Arm is here. Luis is here. I'm going to put my email address here. I get to go and I get to talking. We got emails during these uncertain times. We've been helping customers and clients, even on the weekend. That's right. I'm doing emails. So I'm putting my email in here and we're getting letters out. People, yes, that's right. So what can you do? You don't want to pay these negative, nasty, erroneous, unverified collection accounts that are bringing down your score. You can dispute these negative, nasty, erroneous items. Get them off of there. Remove them. Deletions. Delete it. Get them out. Yes? How do you do that, Brandon? How do you do that? 609creditrepair.com, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. This is what we do on the daily, every day, all day. No rest, no stopping, no global pandemic stopping us, okay? We doing this. You can see I'm here. Once again, you can use the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You can use collection validation letters that quote the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. And I'm going to bring those out in just a minute here, okay? As people start coming in, I'm going to bring those out in just a minute. I'm going to tell you what they talk about. I'm going to tell you what it looks like, okay? And where you can get them. Well, you all know where to get them. And you all know Credit Repair starts now. You can also put your questions here, all right? I'm going to get to as many questions as I can. Sometimes I don't see all the questions in the live chats, okay? Sometimes I don't see all the questions in the live chat. So I put my email address here, okay? I want you to email me. I want to get to your questions, okay? Also, you can jump on my mailing list, okay, for these live streams, thesubscribetribe.com, all right? Thesubscribetribe.com. I'm going to put that in there as well. You get an email when I go live, okay? I'm going to put this in here right now. Not on the email list. All right. Miss Summer, all right? You can file your complaints with the Better Business Bureau, CFPB, these types of things, right? Miss Summer, they're coming back, unverified accounts, negative, nasty, erroneous items, okay? Danny, thanks for putting your email there as well. That way I can check what you're saying, check a look. All right. Glass Arm, where did you see that, Glass Arm? Where did you see that? Tell me. Did you see it on Credit Karma? That is not very accurate. Where did you see it? Danny. Danny saying Danny Abadi. Okay. Just searched your email address in my emails, in our emails. Did not see an email come in. Okay. Nothing. Not in the spam. Nothing. Okay, Danny. So make sure you take a look, look at the email address that you're sending. I'm putting in here, okay? I respond to all the emails. We respond to all the emails all day long, Danny. Okay? Can I get started with the Awesome Life group today? Yes, you could absolutely do that. Got people working today. Okay? I'm putting theawesomelifegroup.com. We're standing by. That's right. Okay? People know, the VIPs know we work on the weekends, right? All right. Luis or Luis, I think it's Luis Carrentero. Oh, maybe it's Luis. This individual says $13,000 repossession deleted in 2 letters. Congratulations. Appreciate you coming and letting the subscribe tribe know. Okay. Herbert Smith, you're very welcome. Good to see you. On the live, good to see you. Can old bank close negative, nasty, erroneous, unverified loans be removed? You can dispute them. They can be deleted, okay? Look, if these things can't be verified, right, in the 30 days, and typically they have a very challenging time deleting them. I mean, this individual, Luis, got a $13,000 repossession deleted in two letters, okay? Glass Arm received an update from the bureaus. Okay. All right, Danny. Well, something's up because I'm looking at it and we not seeing any email from you, Danny. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this right now. Right. All right. Cool. Danny, good work. All right, let's go back over here. Oh, this is what I want to talk to you about. Okay. So, what does a validation letter sound like? What does something that is utilized to dispute these collection accounts, okay? These negative, nasty, erroneous collections, these unverified accounts, these unverified validated accounts. What does it feel like and why? Why is it so powerful? Well, I'll tell you what, not only does it quote the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, right? I'm going through my stuff right here, all right? Jerome, you know you're supposed to be putting these in order, Jerome. Jerome's had a tough weekend, okay? All right, so this is the letter, right? Okay. All right. It talks about you got to be able to provide substantial information, potentially signed contract, what money you say I owe you specifically you, not just saying, oh, well, potentially you owed somebody or now we're taking over it. How do I have an agreement with you, right? Explain and show me how you calculate what you say I owe. Provide me copies, right? Copies of agreements saying that I would pay you. Provide verification, all right? Identify the original creditor. Provide that the statute of limitations have not expired on the account to be able to collect. Show the license that you're able to collect in the state. Provide license numbers and registered agents. It goes on and on and on. That this could be potential violations of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, Fair Credit Reporting Act, defamation of character. Okay, we've got Fair Debt Collection Practices Act 15 U.S.C. 1692, Section 809. Okay, and it goes on and on. There's a lot. There's a lot that goes in here. Okay. Failure to be able to verify, to validate, to bring the information to me, to us, right? Can be violations, okay? And of course, the courts are open to you, right? Can't give any legal advice, but do you have the information You have the education here, right? You can get this 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for it. TheAwesomeLifeGroup.com. Don't be paying these collectors, these negative, nasty, erroneous collections, right? Because doing so may not even help your score. Typically, it does not help your score. Collection accounts sit on there as negative. You can dispute these things, get them out of there. Let's see what we got. Sorry, I got to go back through the questions. I apologize. Okay, collections, good. All right, thank you. Just got the package today, this weekend. Gonna review it. This is interesting. This is an interesting question. Okay, so sent the validation letters in, okay, to the collection agency, and I'm waiting for a reply back from them. What do I do now while I wait? Okay, now you can dispute with the bureaus as well. So that letter that I read, right, some parts of it, that's a validation letter. That's the letter that you can send, that this individual saying they sent the validation letter to the collection agency. You can also send your 609 dispute letters into the credit bureaus at the same time. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Also, what you might be looking at, depending on what your credit situation is, you might want to start building credit. Okay. We've talked about a couple of store credit cards, store trade lines, a couple of trade lines in your name, primary trade lines in your name, right? Like New Coast Direct, My Jewelers Club. These two typically will approve individuals. Make sure to double check with their stuff. Their stuff changes potentially, right? A little bit here, a little bit there. But just double check, up to date, if you're watching this video or this replay or this live or whatever time might be. Double check. They typically will approve people with less than, good credit. Usually it's a $5,000 trade line. Okay. That will help your credit utilization. And one of the reasons why credit utilization is so important, even when you have negative accounts, is because a charge off, a collection, these types of things can continue to eat up your utilization. That's right. Okay. These types of things can mess up your utilization, messing up your credit, even when they're unverified, negative, nasty, erroneous accounts. Even if they're obsolete and outdated, then they're on there, they can still be messing up your utilization. So that can help. And you've got new revolving accounts. Credit bureaus like the revolving accounts, those credit cards, okay? So you can start building credit. Let's say you're like, okay, well, look, I got the Jewelers Club card. I got the New Coast Direct. I want to get the self-Inc, the self-lender. That has been very helpful for individuals as well. You can do that as well. You can add on top of it. So you can build credit and you can dispute and you can get ready for your next round, okay? You can monitor your reports. I don't know what credit monitoring system you may have, but you might look into like a MyFICO. You might look into something where you can monitor your scores. That's what I did. I was monitoring, I was looking, because sometimes the bureaus get back to you after, right? Because they're mailing you something, they're sending you a postmark after they've already made some decisions and changes on your credit report. So you might be able to look at it, monitor it, and say, oh, great, things are looking good here, looking good there. I can plan for this. Once I get something in the mail, I know, boom, I'm going to send this out. Or if you don't get something in 30 days, but you've seen the changes, you know how to adjust fire. So having a nice monitoring system in the meantime can also be very helpful. Okay. Hello, Brandon. My score has gone from, Mr. Sanchez says, hello, my score has gone from 490 to 736 after using your program. That's a lot. That's amazing. Fantastic. Wow. Okay. So this is great. So Mr. Sanchez said, "Hey, a collection put on." Sent the first round of letters. 2 weeks later, the collection was removed. That's fantastic. Score. He had other negative, nasty, erroneous items as well, but he was just saying that, hey, had a collection that was on there. A couple of weeks later, after the first round came off, his score went from 490 to 736. This is fantastic. This is great. Mr. Sanchez has like very great credit right now, right? 736. Excellent, excellent, excellent. This individual has gone from not being able to get probably anything, right, Mr. Sanchez? Not be able to get anything. A credit card, a home loan, a car. Now all of a sudden, he has the ability to leverage his credit and get business funding, right? Business funding, start a business, ability to purchase a home, right? Ability to get a new car if you want to finance a car, ability to utilize those cashback cards, get something back, utilize those travel cards, maybe travel for free. There's a lot that opens up. The world opens up. Knowledge opens up. You know, it's great. Growing up with Daphne says, I've raised my score 460 to 691 and now buying my first home. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now is the time. Get to the other side, right? So you can be the next one. Perhaps you're the next one to buy a home. 609creditrepair.com. We can do this work for the awesomelifegroup.com. Okay. Let's see. Can I really do something about these charge-offs? Yes, you can dispute these things. I've had charge-offs. My partners have had charge-offs. People have charge-offs, okay? People get negative, nasty, erroneous charge-offs removed, okay? You could do the same. Charles, I'd like you to do it for me. Yes, you can. TheAwesomeLifeGroup.com. Okay. Darian Malone. Nice. We have both in the package. I have a Chase credit card, no late payments. It's open. I don't want it to be on my credit report anymore. Can I remove it? Brandon Martinez asks. Okay, first and foremost, Mr. Martinez, is it negative? Because it appears as if it's positive. So if it's positive and you remove it from your credit report, that's not going to be good. Your credit score could come down. You want to keep all the positive history on there, right? No lates. Seems like it's a good positive history. Now, if you're dealing with something like credit utilization that's hurting your score, right? We've talked about things to help your credit utilization. Maybe a 5K trade line with My Jewelers Club card or a 5K trade line with New Coast Direct. And the only reason I recommend those is perhaps the utilization is bringing down your credit score, right? But if your credit score is strong enough, perhaps it's a different primary trade line for you, right? Yeah. AP. The score went up 100 points using the 609 credit repair process and the letters. This individual AP said then you applied for some credit, applied for a credit and furniture financing. The hard inquiries, which they must have shotgun blasted your hard inquiry, got because you went down 60 points from all these hard inquiries. Be cautious about financing with the people that are selling you their products, right? Be cautious of it. Furniture store, I don't even know. I have not had to do any hard inquiry pulled out of furniture store before. I'm rather surprised that they might have shotgun blasted your stuff, but be cautious about that. Car, right? The car dealerships, be cautious about that. They oftentimes are utilizing their financing, in-house financing. It's called finance, right? They're trying to make some monies, right? They're trying to make money. So the idea here is to be able to potentially mark up a loan to make more on it. If you've got these hard inquiries, you can send a hard inquiry dispute letters. Section 604 is very clear. They have to have permissible purpose to do what they're doing. If you didn't give them the authorization and they can't prove and they don't have that authorization, which usually after 90 days, these documents are purged. They don't maintain these, even if they did have it, but typically they don't have the right to be pulling your score 15, 16, 17 times. Okay. You can dispute these. You can dispute these. All right. These non-account holding inquiries. Pearly Joseph, what if the account was closed because of late payments? So typically when closed from late payments, it's typically a charge off, but let's say they closed it ahead of time for some reason. You could dispute these negative, nasty, erroneous, closed, negative, closed, charge offs, closed accounts. These negative accounts, they're negative. You can dispute these unverified negative accounts, right? Yes. All right. Abstract visuals. I applied your methods and everything was removed from my wife's reports. Very good. Very good. All these negative accounts are removed. All right. Now, this is something that we should talk about. If all you have is negative accounts, right? Because for a period of time, I think I had, when I was building up my credit, I think I had a few positive accounts. But that may not be your case. You might not have positive accounts. So if you're disputing all these negative accounts, you definitely want to make sure that you put on some good positive history, right? Of course. So this good positive history is important, right? Even new good positive history can be impactful, especially when these negative, nasty, erroneous items come off, okay? What about mixed credit with TransUnion? Mixed credit. So your credit mix, or are you saying somehow your credit got mixed with somebody else? Miss Bradley, let me know, okay? But if you're talking about credit mix, you're talking about, hey, I got my revolving credit cards. I got my loans, right? And people are like, wait, loans, installment loans, right? People might have a car note. They're paying their car loan, right? That's an installment loan. A mortgage, that's an installment loan. That helps your credit, okay? Revolving credit card, yeah? Regular credit card. The other part of that mix is, right, we've talked about it, those charge cards that have to be paid off in 30 days from American Express. And that helps your mix, okay? When utilizing your revolving credit cards, revolving accounts, if you use 3 in a month, paying them off on time, just like you would cash, that helps your score 3. Because I remember I've told you the story. I went down, I was just using 2. I was like, I don't need to be using the credit. Nope. Had to use it because credit score actually came down when I was only using 2. Use 3. That's good. In fact, make sure to double check with your credit card companies and banks if you get a chance, or if you get a letter in the mail. Sometimes you're not using all your credit cards and they will let you know. They'll say, hey, you got to use this credit card or we're going to close it. Okay. Actually just got something in the mail recently. It said, hey, you want to keep this credit card, you better use it. So use it once, twice, pay it off, good to go, have it for a while. Okay. It's very important because that's part of your credit utilization, but don't sweat it so much that they're just going to close your cards. It takes time. Okay. It takes time. It could be a year or 2, but double check with them and see what they say. If you're not using one of your credit cards, just keep in mind. Okay. A collection. Okay. There's a collection on my account that's not mine. The company's trying to get me to pay. Okay. Jeff Lewis, Mr. Lewis, if it's not yours, if it's truly not yours, let them know, right? File your complaints with the CFPB, with the Better Business Bureau. Make them prove it. This is that type of stuff that we talk about. They've got to be able to prove this. Let's see here. Someone said something about the team Trucking USA. He's working with Nathan at Our Awesome Life Group. He says Nathan is awesome at ALG. Thank you. All right. New age entertainment 318. What about early collections? What do you mean about early collections? Stuff that's not on your reports already? Is that what you're referring to? Like you can send in a validation letter before it's even on your credit reports. So it'd be a little bit outside of the repair process because it's not even affecting your reports. So it's, your score. So there's no repair quite yet. But you could potentially send a validation letter and push on them before they get to you and your reports, right? Thinking that there might be a collection there. Now, if you're talking about early warnings, right? The version, it's like a version of check systems for the banks to be able to verify banking information. Hey, was this person good with their bank accounts in the past? Then early warnings, special letter for that. And you can dispute that as well as your check systems. You might want to double check your check systems, but I just wasn't 100% sure about New Age Entertainment 318, if that was your question. Early warnings or early collections. But hey, we answered both, right? We answered both, right? Noel Hopkins saying Emmanuel is awesome from ALG. Excellent. We appreciate it. I'm going to let the team know. Okay. Our team is excellent. We have the best team. All right. MB Entertainment. All right. You're good. The validation letter, you give them that amount of time. Yeah. It's all good. Star J, these people are full of nonsense. Okay. Hey, Brandon, have charge off. Okay. 5 years old. They stated, all right. They said they're not sure what I want them to validate. I don't understand. What should I do? Right. No, we don't know. That's what the original creditor is saying. Okay. No, we don't know what you're talking about. We don't know. We've never got one of these before. We have no idea. I've seen this before. It's a stall tactic. They're full of nonsense. Okay. You're sending stuff to the bureaus. Why the original collector now original creditor now want to pop up and say, oh, well, we're not sure what the bureaus are saying, and you need to give us more information, right, Star J? You got something in the mail that says, oh, well, you fill this out and give us some information, and then we'll be able to look at it and do better for you. Full of nonsense. I've seen it. It's happened to me. Years ago when I was starting out, and I was like, what is this? I don't understand what this is. I didn't worry about it. I kept disputing with the bureaus. I kept disputing with the collection agency as I kept the disputes in the manner in which I do them, Star J, right? They're trying to knock you off course. They're trying to confuse you. They're trying to use stall tactics. They're trying to make it difficult. You don't want to play their game. Stick to the rounds letters. See what the bureaus come back with. Oftentimes, they don't know what you're talking about. How are they able to even validate, right? Okay. So this is very solid for you. Stick with this. If you're watching this now, you're watching this right now, please give this a thumbs up. You're watching the replay, please give this a thumbs up. If you're watching now, you're watching the replay whenever. Credit repair starts now, okay? 609creditrepair.com, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com, all right? Remember, you can do these. You can do this for yourself. You've got medical bills. We've got the HIPAA dispute letters with the medical. You can send in your 609 dispute letters, okay? Because someone's saying, hey, I want to remove medical bills, charge-offs, my eviction, all this stuff, okay? You can send in your 609 dispute letters. Disputing the medical. You can say unverified, no contract. You can send in your collection validation letters. If they come back with your medical records or CPT codes or medical information, you can send in your HIPAA dispute letters. You can file your complaints with CFPB. You've got a lot, okay? Whoa. I doubt it. I'm not sure what Sean. So this company's violating Fair Credit Billing Act, okay? But trying to charge me for a return payment on an ACH when I already had a balance that's zero, okay? So this is fantastic. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB, let them know. Tell them, write them a letter. Fair Credit Billing Act, right? Write the letter to the creditor. File your complaint with the CFPB, the Better Business Bureau. Don't let them get away with it. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats that I've been getting. This has been great. This is a fantastic fantastic weekend. All right. Things are going to get better. Okay. They're going to get better in the world. They're going to get better for your credits. They're going to get better every day, right? In every way. Okay. I put my email address here again. Please email me. I've got to get back to the emails. I got to get back to the customers, the clients. All right. These unprecedented times. Now is the time. 609creditprayer.com. We can do the work for it. TheAwesomeLifeGroup.com. Please enjoy the rest of your weekend and know I will be here working for you. All right. I love you all so very much. And until I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. Take care.